Hey y'all, we are continuing our notes on lesson 4-6. Our directions say to find each sum. So we're going to start here with number 5. We have negative 4k minus 4 plus 12k minus 2. Remember, our first step is to rewrite this without any parentheses. So we have negative 4k minus 4 plus 12k minus 2. Our second step is to identify our like terms, and we can use shapes or colors to do so. I'm going to use colors. So I have negative 4k and 12k. Those are like terms because they both have a k. And then I have negative 4 and negative 2. Those are also like terms. They're my constants, so I can also combine those. So now I'm just going to combine my like terms. Well, negative 4k plus 12k is 8k, and negative 4 minus 2 is negative 6. So my answer is 8k minus 6. Let's move on to number 7. Here I have negative 7m plus 7 plus 4m minus 13. So the first step is to rewrite this without any parentheses. So we have negative 7m plus 7 plus 4m minus 13. My next step is to identify my like terms. You can use shapes or colors, however you want to do so. So I'm going to use colors. So negative 7m and positive 4m, those are like terms. They both have an m variable. And that means that 7 and negative 13 are like terms. They're my constants. They don't have a variable attached to them. So I can combine those as well. So now I'm just going to combine my like terms. Negative 7m plus 4m makes negative 3m. And 7 minus 13 is negative 6. So my final answer is negative 3m minus 6. Okay, moving on to number 9. I have 6m minus 2 plus 7 plus 4m. So first step is to rewrite this without any parentheses. So 6m minus 2 plus 7 plus 4m. Now, my next step is to identify my like terms, and we're going to use shapes or colors, however you want to do so. I'm going to use colors. So I have 6m here and 4m here. Those are both like terms because they have the same variable. And my other two terms are my constants. They're also like terms, so negative 2 and positive 7. So my next step is to combine my like terms. So 6m plus 4m is 10m, and negative 2 plus 7 is positive 5. So 10m plus 5 is my final answer. Okay, moving on to number 11. So in number 11, I have 2 plus 8x plus 2 minus 3x. So I'm going to do this one a little bit differently. So normally our first step is to rewrite this without any parentheses, but I can also just ignore the parentheses as long as I'm careful with my signs. So I'm going to ignore the parentheses here. So my next step is to now identify my like terms using shapes or colors. I'm going to use some colors. So I've got a positive 8x here and a negative 3x here. And for my constants, I have a positive 2 here. I know it's positive because there's no sign in front of it telling me it's not positive. And here I also have a positive 2. So now that I've identified my like terms, I'm ready to combine my like terms. So I'm going to start with my variable terms first. 8x minus 3x leaves me with 5x, and 2 plus 2 is 4. So 5x plus 4 is my final answer. Okay, moving on to number 13. Number 13, I have 1 minus 2a plus 5a minus 8. So let's do this one the same way we just did the previous one. Let's just ignore the parentheses. So I'm going to skip to the step where I am identifying my like terms, I'm going to use colors or shapes. It doesn't matter how you do it. So I've got a negative 2a here and a positive 5a here. Those are like terms because they have the same variable. And then I have a positive 1 and a negative 8. Now, how do I know that that 1 right there is positive? Well, there's no sign telling me otherwise. So it is assumed correctly to be positive. So now I'm just going to combine my like terms. So negative 2a plus 5a is 3a, and 1 minus 8 is negative 7. So my answer is 3a minus 7. And moving on to number 15. I have 10m minus 4 plus negative 9 minus 2m. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to ignore the parentheses. I'm going to go straight to my step where I identify my like terms. And I'm going to use colors. You could use shapes to identify them. So I have 10m here. That's a positive 10m because nothing tells me otherwise. It's positive. And I have a negative 2m here. And my other terms don't have variables, so they're my constants. I've got a negative 4 and a negative 9. So notice I was very, very careful here. Even though we're adding the expressions, the sign that's with the 9 is that negative. So I highlighted that in my coloring. So now that I've identified my like terms, we are ready to combine them. So 10m minus 2m is 8m, and negative 4 plus negative 9, or negative 4 minus 9, is negative 13. So 8m minus 13 is my answer. And that is the end of this notes video.